This is a true story of something that happened to me and Mark. Once upon a time, the 18th of March, 2020, on the left coast of America, in the city of St. Francis, there was a little old woman and a little old man. Every day, the little old woman would say to the little old man, "We've got to get our exercise." And every day, the little old man would say, "Okay." But one day, Mayor London Breed said, "Everybody shelter in place because the coronavirus will get you." And the little old woman and little old man said, "Don't worry, Mayor Breed. We're not going anywhere because the coronavirus will get us." But one day, the little old woman said, "I'm getting tired of being stuck inside. Let's go get some exercise." And the little old man said, "Okay." The little old woman and the little old man, being over 65 with underlying respiratory issues, put on their masks, their gloves, and set out into the world. It was a beautiful spring day. The little old woman and little old man took great big gulps of clean, fresh air as they tiptoed down the path that led to Golden Gate Park. In front of the Conservatory of Flowers, there were people everywhere. Families riding their bicycles, little kids playing catch, roller skating. On the concourse in front of the De Young Museum, children were running around and around the fountains. Lovers were taking selfies. Nobody was social distancing. The little old woman and the little old man should have gone back, don't you think? Don't you think? But they were having such a good time. They decided to go deeper into Golden Gate Park. At the Japanese tea garden, they saw a man. He was tall, broad-shouldered, great posture. He looked like an ex-military man. Not our military, but somebody else's military. He was clean, healthy. He was pulling a rolly with a duffel and mumbling to himself, "Virus, virus, coronavirus," in a Melania Trump kind of Eastern European accent. "Virus." Poor man, thought the little old woman. He probably made it through some war somewhere, immigrated to our sanctuary city, couldn't afford the rents here. Now he's homeless in the middle of a pandemic, far from friends or family. Poor man. Then she noticed he was glaring at her. So she and the little old man hurried on their way. They decided to go up to Stowe Lake because there are stairs there, and they figured the man who was glaring at them wouldn't want to climb the stairs with all his suitcase and his duffel bag and everything. Wrong. The man picked up his gear and jogged up after them. The little old man and the little old woman decided to hurry and catch up with all the people walking around Stowe Lake. The man ditched his stuff so he could walk faster. The little old man and the little old woman should have asked for help, don't you think? Don't you think? But everybody walking around Stowe Lake was speaking Chinese, and we can only speak English. Besides, thought the little old woman, we've been going to Golden Gate Park for 50 years. We know this place. Let's ditch him. So the little old man and the little old woman ran down the path in front of the log cabin, skipped down JFK, took a detour through the Rose Garden, ran out to Fulton, crossed the street to Funston, ran along Funston, and hit a ride in Cabrillo. He was still following us. It was at this point that the little old woman and little old man realized that there had been nobody. In the park, there was nobody to go to. All the hot dog stands, the gardeners, the park rangers were not there. And now in the avenues, no cafes, no laundromats, no bicycles, no bicycle shops. Everybody was safely at home, sheltering in place. But the little old man and little old woman didn't want to go home because then the Melania Trump sounding stalker would know where they lived. So the little old man decided he was going to take a stand. Grabbing together all his cojones, he whirled around and he said, "Back off!" This enraged the stalker, who began to yell at us. "Virus! Virus! You! Virus!" Obviously, there was no reasoning with the dude, so he turned around and ran. 65 with asthma. The man ran after us. Shoom, shoom, shoom. I told you he was healthy. The old man said, "Call 911, 911. I can't get the phone of a auto lock." "Safeway," said the old man. "Safeway, go to Safeway." Okay. Shoom, 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 shoom. Way ahead, the little old woman could see a couple. "Help!" she cried. "Help us! We're being stalked!" The couple, bless them, turned around and joined us. The stalker slowed down, but slunk after all four of us. We all got to Safeway. We ran to the security guard. He was 4 feet tall, 80 pounds, wearing a little dirty blue mask. He said, "I can help you. I have no gun. I have no baton. I have no pepper spray. I got nothing. I'm sorry. It's been happening all week. Crazy, crazy." A big lady with toilet paper said, "Honey, don't even call the police. They too busy now." After a long while sheltering at Safeway, we thought maybe the stalker had gone back to his belongings. So we decided to go home. The blessed, beautiful couple walked us home. A couple of blocks before our flat, we thanked them and said our goodbyes. As we were rounding the corner to our apartment, "Ah! There he was again! Run!" said the old man. "Run! Shoom, 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 shoom. The gate! Swam! Bam!" Did he see us? Did he see us? Shh, shh, shh. Boop, 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 boop. Footsteps. Boop, 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 boop. We crawled up the back stairs. We climbed into the back door and locked it. My hand shook for an hour. I went to the back and sat on the bed and looked out the window, trying to calm my heart. And that's when I heard, "Oh, no humans." Sounded like fairies singing. "Oh, no humans." It was coming from the apartment on our left. 2 little kids were yelling out their window, a little boy and his baby sister. "Hello, fellow humans!" They kept calling and calling until one by one people opened their windows and called back, "Hello, hello, hello." That's when I realized, crazy as it is, we're so blessed. We had the beautiful couple, complete strangers, rescue us. We have a roof over our heads and food on the table. I got my old man and little kids in the backyard trying to cheer up the whole neighborhood. You guys, this is really hard. Probably the hardest thing we've ever done. I want to shout out to my nephews, Kiyoshi, who's a paramedic in Santa Clara, RJ, who's a nurse in a COVID ward in Los Angeles, and our son, KK, and his girlfriend Gina, all by themselves, way far away in London, every day making PPE to give to people who are working in the hospitals. And my brother David, a high school teacher in Torrance, who's still teaching, trying to teach over the internet. Our niece Marissa, who's doing the same with middle school. Our nephew Kevin with UPS, and Sal, a corner grocer, who still stays open at great risk to himself just so our neighborhood can have food. And all my fellow storytellers who are spreading the word. No one is immune. Everyone and everything is connected. Hello, fellow humans. We can do this.